Is your baby eyeing your dinner plate but still can't sit up on their own? The truth is, age alone isn't the best way to know if your little one is ready for solids. What really matters are the cues your baby gives you. Hi friends, welcome to Science Sense Parenting, where love and science meet. Today, we'll uncover 7 science-backed signs that show your baby is truly ready for solids. Let's dive in together. For generations, parents were told to simply follow the calendar. Some advice said, start solids at 4 months, while others insisted, wait until 6 months. But studies from the American Academy of Pediatrics and the CDC stress that age is just one guideline. What really matters is developmental readiness, the physical and behavioral skills that make eating solids safe and successful. Babies don't all follow the same timeline. Some reach these milestones closer to 5 months, others a little later, and both are perfectly normal. So, let's walk through the 7 clearest, research-backed signs to look for. Imagine trying to swallow while lying down or with your head wobbling. Not safe, right? Babies are the same. A big readiness milestone is the ability to sit upright, usually with support in a high chair, and hold their head steady. A 2025 study in the Journal of Pediatrics found that babies who were able to sit up had significantly higher odds of being introduced to solids earlier, simply because parents recognized this milestone as a sign of readiness. And they're right, sitting isn't just about posture, it's a safety signal that helps prevent choking and makes swallowing much easier. And once sitting is in place, the next big sign comes from inside their mouth. A little reflex that needs to fade before solids are safe. Young babies automatically push their tongues forward, which helps protect them from choking. The CDC notes that a clear readiness cue is when this reflex fades and your baby begins swallowing food instead of pushing it back out. Parents often notice this shift suddenly. 1 week, everything ends up on the bib, and the next, a little spoonful of puree actually goes down. It's your baby's body saying, I'm ready for something new. Have you noticed your baby watching every bite you take? Maybe they lean forward when you eat, even opening their mouth when a spoon comes close. The American Academy of Pediatrics describes babies as often ready when they eagerly lean forward and open their mouths for food. And in one large U.S. survey, many parents said they introduced solids early, simply because their babies wanted the food they ate. But here's the key, interest on its own isn't enough. Some babies are curious about everything, your phone, your hair, your glasses. What you're looking for is sustained interest in food specifically, combined with other readiness skills. Babies ready for solids have the hand-eye coordination to grab food or a spoon and bring it to their mouth. An expert panel on infant feeding listed this ability as one of the top readiness indicators. And parents who practiced baby-led weaning often waited until their baby could self-feed as a clear marker of readiness. Think of it this way, if your little one can grab a teething toy and gnaw on it, they're practicing the exact skill they'll use to explore real food. Even before teeth appear, babies start practicing chewing. You'll see them making little up and down jaw movements, kind of like munching. Pediatric reviews show this chewing rhythm usually develops around 6 months. It's important because it lets babies mash soft food with their gums and safely move textures around their mouths. So when you see your baby gnawing on toys or mimicking chewing while watching you eat, that's another green light. Here's one sign you might have heard before: doubling birth weight. Many babies reach this milestone around 4 to 6 months, and it's often a clue that their nutrition needs are growing. But remember, weight alone doesn't mean readiness. Some babies double their weight early, but still can't sit or swallow food. Others are lighter, but show all the behavioral signs right on time. Use weight as a supporting piece of the puzzle, not the deciding factor. Last but not least, appetite. If your baby is consistently draining full bottles or wanting to nurse all the time and they still seem unsatisfied, it could mean breast milk or formula isn't enough anymore. A large cohort study found that babies described as having a good appetite were 60% more likely to start solids early. But here's a big caution. Many parents mistake normal fussiness or sleep changes for hunger. True readiness is when appetite changes combine with the other signs we've talked about. Now, let me ask you, have you noticed any of these signs in your baby yet? Maybe they're watching you eat, or maybe they're already trying to grab your spoon. I'd love to hear what you've seen. Share your stories in the comments, because your experience can help another parent who's wondering the same thing. So what's the takeaway here? No single sign means your baby is ready. Instead, it's about seeing a cluster of signs: sitting upright, head steady, swallowing instead of spitting it out, showing interest, grabbing food, practicing chewing, gaining well, and still being hungry after feeds. When these signs come together, usually around 6 months, but sometimes a little before or after, it's a strong indicator your baby is ready. And if your little one isn't showing these cues just yet, don't worry. Every baby develops at their own pace, and waiting a little longer is perfectly safe. In the meantime, breast milk or formula will still provide everything your baby needs. And here's something reassuring: waiting until your baby is ready is not only safer, it also sets them up for a more positive feeding journey. Research shows babies who start solids when developmentally ready are better at self-feeding, less likely to choke, and more open to trying new foods. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with another parent who might be wondering the same thing. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss more science-backed parenting tips, because we're in this journey together. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today, and for everything you're doing to care for your little one. You're doing amazing. Until next time, take care and keep shining.